Hey everyone, Coach Investor back with another video for you today. So this is part 2 of a 4-part series of me talking to Gali from Hyperchange. In my last video, we talked about this whole concept of the world hyperchanging, talked about why Gali started his channel, why did he start Hyperchange as a whole. If you haven't watched that, it's going to be in the top right corner. This video, we're going to talk strictly about Tesla FSD, the cars, and the potential future of Tesla. So maybe Tesla robots, iRobot, Tesla planes, etc. So if you're interested in that, maybe hit that subscribe button. If you like these videos, maybe leave an early thumbs up, as it really helps me grow the channel and get my videos out there. Stay tuned for the next part. We're going to talk about WeWork, Coinbase, Square, and a couple of things you didn't know about Gali. So stay tuned for that. So now, without further ado, enjoy the interview. Now, so talking about Tesla, you bought a Tesla Model Y, right?
Yep.
So I wanted to have a. Also, I watched. This was a very cool video, by the way. Your drag race, and then with the Lambo as well. Now this was top notch, Top Gear level.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like I want to hear like now an honest review about obviously the car and then the FSD.
Yep. I mean, the car is incredible. I think it's the best. I think that if Tesla, I had extremely high standards going in, crushed all of them. Like no maintenance, way cheaper to fuel up than a gas car. Like it has autopilot. I hate driving because every time I hit 60 miles an hour, the car's shaking and feels like it's going to fall apart. And then I'm like super stressed because I'm driving on the highway. This car drives itself and it can go 100 miles and I don't even feel it. And it has better acceleration than everyone on the roads. That's dope if you want to race somebody, but it's actually way safer if you want to pass a truck. Whenever I'm on the autopilot, I just can't stress enough that like I would never buy a car without autopilot now. Like once I have the future. Like once I have FSD and autopilot, it's like, bro, like you're gonna have a Ferrari that you drop your Bugatti for a mil that can't drive itself, bro. That is embarrassing, dude. You know what I mean? Like, so I am obsessed with Tesla. I feel like I have an AI horse almost that is like my spaceship that I take with me. I don't know. I don't know what part you want me to dive into, but it's the best best money I've ever spent in my life.
Like it makes, for me, like I've been a fan of Tesla for years. I've never been in a Tesla. I've never driven a Tesla before, which is weird.
Till today, you haven't driven one, like as of today.
My neighbor has one in the parking lot, and I don't know why. Never asked him for a ride.
Bro, I mean, like, that's on you, dude.
I know, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to drive someone else's Tesla or I want the first drive to be in my Tesla. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but
yeah, I think you got to try the product though.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know.
That's what made me. I'm so much more bullish on Tesla, the company, even as bullish as I was after having it.
It makes sense. Like I've driven and I've been in so many cars, sports cars, normal cars, weird cars. But the one car I've not been in is a Tesla, which is very weird because there's one in the parking lot. So I don't know. But it will make me probably very excited the moment I get into one, which hopefully will be very soon. But to me, FSD makes so much sense, especially moving forward, like, because humans are extremely bad drivers. If you look at the grand scheme of things, humans aren't very good drivers at all. Like there are car accidents each and every day. I don't know, I think most people per year, maybe I'm wrong, but die from car accidents because they don't pay attention, they're on their phone, they speed, whatever. I think like when you reach a moment where you're like, it's obviously safer for the car to drive itself than for a human to be driving. Like, and for you, I want to know, like, now you've experienced both. So how big of a difference is it actually? For you?
I mean, on the highway, it's definitely safer than me and better than me that drive it. Like, better driver than me. And on the city streets, depends. I make moves that sometimes I'm like, that was super unsafe. Gali, FSD wouldn't have done that. And then sometimes FSD makes moves where I'm like, that was super unsafe. I wouldn't have done that. So it's at this really interesting right about human level. And it just, we all know how the technology gets better, and Elon and Tesla put that system in place. And so that's where I just keep going is I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm literally living in the future. Like everyone who I give a ride to in the FSD, like their mind is blown. Like it's a different level. It's not just like me yelling about Tesla at you. It's like, no, you're actually like, what the hell is like this madman Elon? Like, what is he doing? And so it's just been really interesting to see how powerful of a product it is for people who don't care about Tesla or driving or anything. It really transcends the masses.
No, it makes sense. Like I saw a video again today of when you can call your Tesla to come pick you up, let's say. And like I watched the video and I'm like, I don't think people understand what's going on right now. There's basically, you are on the app, you just called your car to come and pick you up. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, people don't get it, honestly. They don't think it's real. So
yeah, I think that's the issue. People don't think it's real. But I think the moment most people will have FSD in their cars, whether it's with the Tesla or whether it's another car in the next couple of years, I think it will make more sense to let the cars drive itself, since most of the cars will be much smarter than us.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely be and I think traffic will be reduced a lot. Like I've noticed that just driving on the road in my road trip, like almost all traffic is caused by bad human driving. And if you just had all AI driving, like even with our current road infrastructure, it might be a lot easier to get around. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. Like I've seen this stat, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, is most of the traffic is because people, like, I don't know how you call this in English, when you just drive one behind the other, like super close, you brake, you accelerate.
Yeah, tailgating.
Yeah, exactly. Like most of the traffic is caused because of this. Everybody took some distance, traffic would be reduced. I think it was 40% or something like that, which is crazy.
I'm actually going to make a video about this because and it's actually the most dangerous thing to do is every single time you're on a 2-lane highway, there's a truck here, we're all in the line to pass the truck, and then some asshole is like, yup, I'm going to go on the right lane, right to in front of the truck going like 85, and then cut in and cut someone off, and then we all have to brake and everything slows down, and there was almost a crash. And that happens like once every 4 miles that I'm driving. And it's like, and I'm just like, how do we let this happen? Like the gap that humans are just so irrational that we get in a car and we think nothing can happen to us and we think we're safe until we're not. And it's just, I think it's one of the biggest irrational things that humans do is like, I'm pissed, so I'm just going to do this move. It's like, you realize you could die. Like, I just don't think you realize that. So, and I really hope that the press is able to understand that the Tesla technology like needs to get better and that there's going to be crashes. And I think that's a difficult thing to navigate is like every Tesla crash gets magnified 1,000x. And so
like every time there's an article, oh, Tesla car crashed, this and that. I'm like, okay, fine. An Audi crashed last week, a BMW crashed yesterday. Like, why we make such a big deal out of it? Like, and plus, Tesla cars are far more safer than other cars anyway. So, I don't know what's the deal with the media anyways for Tesla. Like,
dude, it's like, and I honestly, as a Tesla as like a person in the real world, it's like, dude, why did I buy my Tesla? Because it's the safest car I could literally buy. Like I said, again, your $1 million Bugatti, not as safe. Dope. You just spent 10 times more to be less safe. Like, and it's just like, so I don't know. I personally think that safety is an extremely underrated. That's like the biggest and most underrated thing about a Tesla is like the peace of mind of being in the safest vehicle possible on the road is like really powerful.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Especially when you drive your Bugatti, you can't really drive it at the speed you're. Maybe that's why you bought your Bugatti for. Because where are you going to drive your Bugatti at? I don't know, 200 miles per hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point regarding Tesla. What's the future looking like? Because I've seen the Joe Rogan podcast when he asked him about planes and boats and whatever. But where do you think Tesla is going to go further? Like, I have some ideas for after, but just want to hear what your thoughts are on the future of Tesla after they've done their job in the car industry.
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like I hyped up a little bit too much their plane and their boat and the VTOL. Like, I get too excited about that on my channel, so I'm trying to like not, because I think there's almost more excitement in the new things we can't versus doing all the old stuff and electrifying it. For some reason, like the new stuff that's going to happen, that's a business model we can't imagine is more exciting. Like trucks platooning and driving themselves and how that makes it cheaper than trains. So Tesla doesn't need to build a train. So now it's cheaper to do the train stuff than make things fly. So there's lots of things like that where the robo-taxi network, I think that's mostly what I'm thinking about and focused on right now. And I still think even though we all know the robo-taxis are coming out, we still don't appreciate how big of an impact that'll have and how much industries that'll change, and then what Tesla will build on top of that robo-taxi platform, or what other people will build that Tesla will get a cut of. So I think that is super underappreciated. And like the delta of like misunderstanding of the robo-taxi potential is dwarfing like planes, boats,
Yeah.
everything else is dwarfed by that. So, but then I also think this idea of the Tesla home is going to be a really big thing that I think of. Like they control the air ventilation, they clean the air, they have a smart AC, the roof is solar, Starlink, battery, Tesla, decentralized energy system, maybe crypto mining rig. Um, I think that's another big product for Tesla to get into, and another one that they've mentioned the van. My vision for the van is to do like a total hippie van and have it be and go the opposite way from the Cybertruck in terms of aesthetic, and have like a hippie van with like these really cute fold out solar panels and like really fun lights, and it's all about like camping with your friends, and it's super like fun retro hippie vibe. I would love to see that product because I just want one. But
I think Dave Lee would like to have that as well because he's a big RV guy.
big RV guy, yeah.
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 All right. Scott, also, Dave Lee, I think, talked about this on his channel regarding last foot delivery, where Tesla could probably, if they wanted to go into e-commerce, maybe challenge Amazon, let's say, with their robo-taxi network, or maybe they start making drones and whatever. Do you see that happening anytime in the future?
Maybe. I think Tesla's a bigger threat to Amazon than Amazon is to Tesla, because Tesla, every package that gets to us right now from Amazon was powered by fossil fuels and humans. And in the future, it's going to need to be powered by electrons and AI. And so that's Tesla. And so now Amazon is like refusing to electrify their fleet because they refuse to partner with Tesla. And I think that's just slowly like shooting themselves in the foot. And yeah, I mean, Amazon robotaxis are going to change everything, I think, and they could be a serious threat to Amazon. But eventually, I think Tesla will move around stuff, not just people. I guess that's the big point there.
Yeah. Who did Amazon partner up with lately? It's not Zoox, maybe? No.
They bought Zoox.
Oh, they bought Zoox. Okay.
And they're big investors in Rivian.
In Rivian, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I had ideas, and people were actually commenting this in one of my posts regarding robots. Maybe Tesla moving into the robot industry, whether it's a robot that can help you, I don't know, at home, cleaning, cooking. I know my mom would love this, been hearing this for years. She's like, why is nobody making a robot that can cook and clean? So it can basically take my job. And I was like, I don't know, good question. I'm like, could Tesla go into like robotics for home appliances, robots that can help maybe, I don't know, in construction? Because right now they are building robots. They have factories that build robots, that build machines. So why not go into this type of robots?
Yeah, and what Tesla's doing with their vision-based approach, I think, is like solving the way a robot navigates in the real world with a vision-based camera, is like sort of building the robotic eye, and how a robot perceives the world around it could be a lot bigger than cars. And so when you think about a robot in our home, they're going to have to navigate, and that's a huge challenge of it. And so knowing where they are in 3D space. And so Tesla's technology in that could be huge potential. I've heard a lot of theories about Tesla getting into like Ex Machina-esque robots, which I think could totally happen, but it's unclear to me how that helps the mission. And I don't know if I really want humanoid robots walking around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just do my own laundry.
Yeah, makes sense. But would you like a robot that can clean your house, mop the floor?
Honestly, cleaning might have me sold.
Yeah, no, I have a Roomba in iRobot. So, like, I made a tweet a couple of weeks ago. Maybe people thought it was a joke, but I think iRobots are really collecting tons of data. Actually, every time my iRobot like cleans my house, they collect data from all the spaces that the robot cleaned. If they want, they can just up their level and create robots that can basically clean a house by walking and not by just being this circly thing that just drives around my house and bumps against my table and then turns around.
Yeah.
Like iRobot can, well, they can make their name a real iRobot, like the movie, cook, clean, I don't know, go to the grocery store, come back, or maybe interact with the supermarket and like talk to their AI to say, look, this guy here at home has an empty fridge right now. He needs this, this, and that. They send the robot to your house. This guy is basically your butler, takes the package, puts it in your fridge, and that's it, you're done.
Yeah, I actually made a moonshot Monday a long time ago that Amazon should buy iRobot. And because Amazon was looking into launching basically like iRobots with Alexa. And so actually, maybe they already have that. And so I don't know. I think iRobot is like the closest to commercializing an in-home robot. And they don't get enough credit for being like a super advanced tech company. But I feel like they're kind of like a stealth play of like, I still think Amazon should acquire them.
I think Amazon can acquire whoever they want recently, especially iRobot, because it's really going under the radar. Like, I'm pretty sure so many people have an iRobot at home, but just don't notice the full potential of what they can do. And maybe that's on the company because maybe they're not executing the way they should, but I don't know, I hope that changes in the future. Because like, I don't know, I like my robot cleaning up after me. Pretty cool.
Yeah.